Hello everyone. In the previous lecture I have discussed about reflection at curved surface. I have given the basic terms and introduction. Now I will continue from where I have left off. Okay. So in today's class, okay, we will start with fundamentals and go deep into the subject. So first part is the most important part which you will be using again and again, okay, that is your mirror formula. What is it and what each term represents, I will tell you. Now first of all, okay, U represents, okay, if I use the word U, it represents object distance from pole. Object distance from pole. All the distance will be measured from pole. V is image distance from pole. Okay, and F is focal length from pole, okay, length of the focus from the pole. Now in writing all these terms, okay, one thing is very pretty clear that, okay, all these distances will be measured from the pole. M represents magnification. M represents magnification. All right. Next, HI represents, okay, HI represents height of image. HI represents height of image. HO represents height of object. Okay. Now in this magnification, okay, there are different types. Okay, here types are there, but I will talk of transverse magnification. Okay, for now I will talk as transverse magnification is the word that I will be using for the magnification. Okay, what are the different types that we will see in a separate lecture, but first, okay, these are the terms that I am going to use. Now what is the mirror formula is, okay, you will have your mirror formula as 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Magnification, that too transverse magnification, MT is equal to minus of V by U, that is equal to height of image by height of object. Okay, so these two relations I use and then I will explain different things. Okay, so this is the actual formula that I am going to use, and in this formula that I have here, okay, in this formula that I have here, U represents object distance from the pole, V represents image distance from the pole, F represents focal length from the pole, and MT represents transverse magnification, HI is height of image, HO is height of object. Okay, now for a plane mirror, okay, for a mirror, okay, this is for mirror. For lens it will be different. Okay, for mirror this is the relation that I have. Okay, now when you are doing the calculations, okay, when you are doing the calculations, an important rule that you are supposed to follow is, okay, it is your sign convention. Okay, in this formula that you are going to use, okay, you have to follow the sign convention. What is the sign convention? I will tell you. Okay, so your sign convention is, okay, first most important rule is all distances are measured from pole. Okay, all distances are measured from pole. Okay, so irrespective of the mirror, whether it is concave or convex, it doesn't matter. Whatever distance that you are taking, okay, you will start from the pole and then do the calculation. Now the rule is like this, okay, if the distance is in the direction of incident ray, okay, what is this? In the direction of incident ray, okay, you have to take positive, okay, in the direction of incident ray, positive. Opposite to direction of incident ray, opposite to the direction of incident ray, while substituting the values, you have to take negative. Next, third thing is, okay, height above principal axis, okay, height above principal axis, you have to take it as positive, okay. Below principal axis your height is negative, okay. Above principal axis positive, below principal axis it is negative. All right, so now, okay, so these are the terms that I am going to use. This is the formula that I am going to use, and in that, while substituting the values, if object is at some 10 centimeter, whether I should substitute plus 10 or minus 10 in place of u, that is decided by this sign convention. And what is that sign convention is, in the direction of incident ray and above principal axis you have to take positive, okay, and opposite to the direction of incident ray you will take negative, height below principal axis you will take it as negative, okay. So following this sign convention, I will use this formula and then draw the calculation do the calculations, then I will draw the diagram, okay. Now in the previous lecture, okay, regarding drawing the diagram I did not talk too much, I just tried to finish it off without doing things in detail. But in this lecture we will be even seeing the diagrams in detail, okay. So how to draw the ray diagram properly even, okay. First doing the calculations, then drawing the ray diagram, and what to infer, whether the object is real, inverted, all those things are also supposed to be discussed. But first copy this stuff, I will talk about nature of image, everything, okay. This formula will give us the location and nature of image. So first, what is that location and nature also I will talk. So first take screen, write this content, copy it, okay. Hope you have paused the video clip and copied these things down. Now let us get into the core details, okay. So you have something called as nature of image, nature of image. So this nature of image, what is it is, okay, you should, okay, after substituting values, okay, after substituting values, okay, substituting, I can say, okay, spelling mistake I think, okay. So I can write, after we substitute values, okay, with sign convention, must, okay, at any cost you should be keeping the values with sign convention, okay. After you substitute the values with sign convention, then what will happen is, okay, you will get certain values for V m, okay, okay. After we get with sign convention, okay, values of V and m, okay, values of V and m, okay, will help us, okay, will help us, okay, to give the nature of image, okay. So I am not completing this statement, okay, not required. So now first and foremost important thing is, okay, in the nature of image, we should explain whether the image is real or virtual, okay. So first part is whether it is real or virtual image. Okay, real or virtual image. Okay, so how will you decide this whether the image is real or virtual means? Okay, real, I am talking of image. Okay, image, not the object. Image, whether it is real or virtual means, okay, for real image V is negative, for virtual image V is positive. V is negative means, okay, what is happening is rays after reflection from the mirror, they are meeting. Okay, so real rays after reflection, if they meet, you will get a real image. Okay, virtual image after reflection, what will happen is rays will diverge. So for example, if you take this convex mirror, this is a concave mirror, this is convex mirror. So what will happen is, if a ray comes like this and if it goes, if a ray comes and goes like this, what will happen is you will extend these two to form the image. This is your virtual image. So because after reflection, what is happening to these rays? They are diverging. Okay, so my point is you will have real and virtual image. Real image you will have when real rays intersect, that means after reflection rays will meet at a point, and here after reflection rays will diverge. So to explain the formation of image, we will extend them. Okay, these extended rays, in the starting itself I have told you very clearly. Okay, so don't act as if this is something new now. Okay, so you should explain, okay, whether the image is real or virtual. How will you decide? Based on the value of V. What is V? Image distance. Okay, if you remember the previous thing that I have written on the board, V is image distance. Okay, right? Next part is, okay, you should also tell, okay, whether the image is erect or inverted. Okay, whether the image is erect or inverted also you should be giving out. Okay, so the erect image, okay, for the erect image magnification M is greater than 0, that means it is positive indirectly. For inverted image, okay, M is less than 0, it is negative. Okay, for erect image magnification is positive, for inverted image magnification is negative. So after doing the calculation you should tell erect or whether the image is erect or inverted. Okay, then accordingly you have to draw the ray diagram. Without doing calculations, please do not try to draw the ray diagram. Okay, so in the nature, first part is real or virtual decided by V. Next part is erect or inverted image, that is divided by that is decided by the magnification factor M. Okay, then followed by, okay, your last part is you should be able to tell, okay, you should also be able to tell whether the image is magnified or diminished. Okay, I can write it as magnified or diminished image. Okay, so this magnification mod M, okay, that is, okay, mod is like if you have mod of -5, that will become +5. Okay, so modulus, okay, modulus factor is should be greater than 1 for magnification, modulus factor should be less than 1 for diminishing thing. Okay, so in the nature of image, what is that I am doing? I should explain whether it is real or virtual. Real image is decided by V. If V is negative, reflected rays are meeting, that is why you will get real image. If V is positive, okay, that means image is actually formed beyond the mirror. Okay, if V is positive, image is formed in the direction of incident ray, that means it is beyond the mirror. So if it is beyond the mirror, to explain the formation of image, because rays can't go beyond the mirror, reflected rays you will diverge and draw some extended rays and then intersect it at this point. So real or virtual is decided by V. Sign of magnification will decide whether the image is erect or inverted, and magnified or diminished is decided by mod m. Okay, magnitude of this magnification factor will decide this. Okay, now in this formula that I have written, I told you it is transverse magnification. Okay, later you will see longitudinal magnification, aerial magnification, volume magnification, different things we will be saying, but for now it is just plain and simple, it is transverse magnification. That means it is perpendicular to principal axis. Okay, so in the magnification part I will elaborate in detail, but for now assume that it is transverse magnification. Transverse magnification means it is perpendicular to principal axis. That's all, nothing else more than that. Okay, now copy this content down. Okay, so pause the video clip, copy this content. Okay, right, next I'll erase. So now we have seen sign convention, we have seen what each term is, we have seen what is the formula. So using all this we should give position and nature of image. Okay, so optics, geometrical optics or ray optics that you are talking. Okay, basically this chapter is about calculation of position, distance of the image and nature of image, whether it is real or inverted, and drawing proper ray diagrams. Okay, now always stick to the basics. Okay, first do the calculation. Okay, always remember that, do the calculation, then draw the ray diagram. Never draw ray diagram first. Okay, right, so using geometry, because you can prove these things, that is why we are calling this as geometrical optics, but we always do the reverse, first do the calculation, then draw the diagram. Okay, now simple questions let us do based on this formula for you to have some clarity. Okay, right, let us start with a simple question. Okay, let us say you have a concave mirror. Okay, this mirror's focal length is 20 centimeter. Okay, then the question is, an object of height 3 millimeter. Okay, later I will talk much more about combination of mirrors, coordinates, everything, but first let's get habituated to the sign convention and let's get used to the formula. So 3 mm height an object is there. Okay, and it is perpendicular to principal axis like this. Okay, now this object is at a distance of, object is at a distance of 30 centimeter from here. Okay, not even 30, let us say it is 60 centimeter from this position. What is your question is, find position and nature of image. Location is also word used, don't worry. Find position and nature of image. This is your question. Okay, now pause the video, try the answer. Okay, come on, do it sincerely. Alright, so hope you have paused the video, tried it. Now let me continue. So stick to the basics. Okay, rule number 1, always in all these formula values are substituted by measuring the distance from the pole. Okay, so this is your pole. Pole is what? Midpoint. Okay, line, it is a point where principal axis will touch the mirror. Okay, so this is your pole. From here you will try to measure the distance. Next, second point is, incident rays will always start coming from the object. Okay, unless and until it is virtual object, usually rays will start coming from the object. Now here these rays are not marginal rays, they are paraxial rays. Okay, because if you look at this, or in fact any good book that you take, this is in centimeter and look at this is in millimeter. Good books, they will give the numbers with definite clarity. They will not give this as centimeter and this also as centimeter. If they do that, these rays will become marginal rays kind of stuff, or not even marginal rays. Okay, even that could be the case. In fact, recently they have asked a question 3-4 years back. We'll come to that part later in the problem solving sessions. Now focus on this basic idea first. Now if you look at this, okay, what did I tell you? Use the mirror formula. What is it? 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. Now in this formula, while substituting the values, you are supposed to substitute the values with sign convention. At any cost, you are supposed to substitute the values with sign convention. With sign convention means, what did I tell you in the sign convention? In the direction of instant ray it is positive and opposite to the direction of instant ray it is negative. So if you do that, okay, so this is going to become 1 by u. What is u here is, it is minus 60. Why minus? Because in measuring this distance, object distance, u is object distance, okay, u is object distance and v is image distance. In measuring the object distance, or in fact any distance, we will measure from the pole. So this is your pole. From pole to go to the object, if you start traveling, you are going against instant ray, right? So against instant ray it is, okay, against instant ray it is negative, in the direction of instant ray positive. Okay, I don't know, I think I have given it correctly only. Did I write opposite? No, I don't think so. So in the direction of instant ray positive, opposite to that negative. Okay, so now 1 by minus 60 plus 1 by v, don't know where it is, that is equal to 1 by, where is your focus? Here you have your focus. So to go to focus from this point, you are going against instant ray. Okay, your focus is midpoint of center and, okay, pole. So from center to pole, it is, if it is in between, this mirror is concave mirror. So for this concave mirror, okay, your f is negative, because look at this, if you look at this, you are going against instant ray. So that is why I will substitute minus 20. Now if I simplify, okay, 1 by minus 60 plus, no, I will rearrange, 1 by v is equal to, okay, it will become 1 by 60 minus 1 by 20. 1 by 20 I will multiply into 3 by 3, so that this denominator entire term becomes 60. 1 minus 3 it is minus 2. So 1 by v is minus 2 by 60. V is equal to minus 30 centimeter. That means what is the image? It is real image. Why it is real? If the image is formed at minus 30, that means your image position is against instant ray from the pole. So from the pole against instant ray, if it is somewhere here, that 30 centimeter, obviously these reflected rays are intersecting at that point. So that is why real image. Okay, so real, okay, because reflected rays intersect. Minus 30 I got. If I got plus 30 here, that means image is formed beyond the mirror. Beyond the mirror, rays will not pass at all. Okay, so here it is real. Now coming to the magnification part, okay, magnification m is, okay, it is minus v by u, that is equal to height of image by height of object. So your magnification is minus of, okay, even in this relation you have to substitute with sign convention. Sign convention you must follow. So what is v? It is minus 30 by, what is u? Object distance, that is minus 60. So what is that we are getting? 31s, 32s, minus will cancel off, that is equal to height of image by height of object. So we are getting magnification as minus 1 by 2 is equal to height of image by height of object. Now m is clearly negative. So this is negative, indicates that it is inverted image. Mod m, mod of minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. So it is obviously less than 1. So it is diminished. And what is your height of image means? okay, minus 1 by 2 is equal to height of image by height of object is 3 mm. This relation I have taken as such. So your height of image is minus 1.5 mm. Okay. Now based on V, we have decided whether the image is real or virtual. Based on M, we have decided whether it is inverted or diminished. And after getting all this stuff, what is that we are supposed to do is, we are supposed to draw proper ray diagram. Okay. Do all these calculations, then you have to draw the ray diagram. Now ray diagram I will draw it separately to enhance your understanding. Okay. So copy this thing down. Okay. Hope you have got the same values. Now coming to the ray diagram. Okay, why to waste space? Let's utilize it. So we know that your object is at 60, image is at 30 and it is inverted. Okay, real, inverted, diminished. So what is that I am supposed to do? If it is some A, B, your inverted image, your focus will be somewhere here 20, your image is at some 30 and it is half of the size. So some A dash, B dash, okay. So it is inverted and half of the size. Now if I draw the ray diagram, okay, very simple. Take a ray here and do one thing, draw reverse from the image, connect to the object. So then put the arrows in reverse manner. So first draw this B dash P and then from pole you connect it. So laws of reflection are supposed to hold. This is the normal. So these two angles are supposed to be equal. First. Next, second. Second ray is to explain formation of image. Two rays are obviously enough. So from B I will draw one more line. Okay. So this line, what it will do is, it will go parallel to the axis and it will come and join like this. Okay. So this will be your case, and somewhere here you have your normal. So these two will be equal. Okay. So simple. From this, draw lines in a reverse manner. Your diagrams will look neat. Mark the image. After doing the calculation, obviously we know whether it is inverted, real, virtual, everything. We will know the history from the calculation. Then from the image, draw rays back. Okay. So from this, draw the rays back and then join to that point. And I have told you, and right from the starting of this chapter I have been telling you. Okay. Two rays are enough to explain the formation of image. Okay. Just two rays, they are enough. Alright. Next. Let's move ahead. Okay. Now we have seen real object, real image. Let us see about virtual object also. Many students will get confused here. That is why I am doing this here itself. Now, while explaining virtual object, okay, usually you will not have questions with image height or magnification factor related stuff. Okay. So the question is like this. Your question number 2, based on concave mirror only, you take it. So your mirror is like this. Okay. Now this is your principal axis. Okay. What is happening is, two rays, they are about to, they are coming like this and they are about to join. Okay. In between only you got the mirror. Okay. So this is indirectly your virtual object. Previously I told you. Okay. So from somewhere, from long distance, some rays are coming. Probably these are coming from some converging lens. Okay, which we will see later. Okay, converging lens probably, or it could even be a converging mirror. Okay, so some distance they are coming. Your focal length is 20 centimeter and they are meeting it. Okay, if this mirror was not there, those two rays would meet at a distance of, say, some 10 centimeter. Okay, this mirror, if it is not here, those two rays will meet at this 10 centimeter distance. What is your question is, find position of image. Okay, find position of image. And nature, of course. Pause the video clip, 1 minute time to the answer. So, continuing ahead, hope you have paused the video and tried the answer. Alright, next. So, now let us stick to that. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. Now, observe carefully. In measuring the distance from the pole, okay, here this is your virtual object, okay, your mirror is in the path of converging rays. So, your actual object is very far probably, okay, not somewhere here, okay. So, very far and in between lens are there and they are converging. So, in such a case what will happen is, okay, your object appears to be here. I told you previously also, in virtual object your object appears to be, okay. So, these rays, okay, if this mirror was not there, they will be meeting at this point, but in between you got the mirror. So, mirror what it will do is, obviously it will do reflection. So, image will be forming at a different point, okay. So, in this case it is your virtual object. So, 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. If I apply 1 by V plus 1 by U, here your object distance from the pole, if you go to the object, you are going in the direction of incident ray. So, that is why it is plus 10, that is equal to 1 by F is minus 20. Okay. So, against incident ray. Now, that will give you 1 by V plus 2 by 20 is equal to minus 1 by 20. 1 by V is equal to minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 by 20. So, V we are getting it as minus 20 by 3, that is minus 6.66 something, whatever it is. Magnification M is minus V by U, okay. So, that is equal to minus of V is minus 20 by 3, U is plus 10, okay. Hope my calculation is correct. Yeah, it is. So, minus minus plus, 10 ones, 10 2s, so we are getting plus 2 by 3. So, magnification is positive, so that will indicate it is erect because M is greater than 0 and mod M is less than 1, so it is diminished, erect and diminished image. And if you are trying to draw the ray diagram, okay, minus 6 centimeter means against incident ray 6 centimeter. So, somewhere here, okay, this distance will be 20 by 3 centimeter, okay, and your normal will be line joining this center, okay, right. So, these two rays they will come and they will meet here, okay. Like this you are supposed to draw the ray diagram. This is what virtual object, okay. Now, this idea is very important because in the combination of mirrors that I am going to do next, we will get virtual object scenarios, okay. Image of first mirror will act as object for second, okay. So, virtual object of, image of first mirror will act as virtual object for second mirror, okay, that you will see later, okay. So, my point is, if you have combination of mirrors, later you will get questions like this, okay. So, rays will start coming, they will somehow diverge, they want to meet here, but in between the path, image of first mirror, if this is some M1 and this is some M2, image of M1 will act as object, image I1 is virtual object for 2, okay. We will see in detail, don't worry, but you will get these ideas again and again, that is why I told you here. Next, let us do a simple question on convex mirror also. So far both the examples I have taken only concave mirror, let us take convex mirror. All right, so your next question is this. Okay, pretty direct. We will take the values. Focal length f is 20 centimeter. Your object is having a height of 3 mm. Object distance is, I will take same so that you will not get confused with the sign convention. This is your pole. Question is, find location, comma, nature of image. This is your question. Okay, try this, pause the video clip, try this solution. Okay, come on, you can do it, try it sincerely. Your honesty is what will make you succeed in the exam. Okay, come on, you can do it. All right, hope you have tried. Let me continue now. So 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. 1 by v plus 1 by u minus 60. Why? Because rays will start coming like this. So you are going against incident ray. Okay, please don't mug up u is always negative. In case of virtual object, u is positive. Please don't mug up that v is negative. No, v could be positive or negative. That will be decided only after calculation. And please don't mug up that f is positive or negative. In case of concave or convex mirror, it will change. Okay, so always look for those points. So now for this, center of curvature is here, focus is here. So from pole, if you are trying to measure the focal distance, you are going in the direction of incident ray. So that is why it is 1 by plus 20. Okay, into 3 by 3. Okay, so why? Because in the numerator it is 60. So 1 by v is 1 by 60 plus 3 by 60. 1 by v is 4 by 60. From here v is plus 15. Plus 15 centimeter indicates that your image is, okay, virtual. Why it is virtual? Plus 15 centimeter will indicate that your image is formed beyond the mirror in the direction of incident ray. Positive values will indicate in the direction of incident ray. So in the direction of incident ray means, obviously we know that, okay, if something is in the direction of incident ray, rays cannot go beyond the mirror. That is for sure. Okay, because rays will reflect the ray, reflect it back. So now, okay, to explain the formation of image, obviously in case of virtual image, we will draw extended rays. Okay, ray diagram I will come separately. Now next, calculation part. Magnification m is minus v by u, that is equal to minus of, okay, what is v? Plus 15 by what is u? After doing the without doing the calculation, it is initially minus 60. Okay, v after it is plus 15. Minus minus will become plus, 15 ones, 15 fours, 1 by 4. So magnification is positive, so that is why it is erect. Magnification is less than 1, we got diminished image. Okay, this because mod m is less than 1, this because m is positive. So we got virtual, erect and diminished image. Now after doing this calculation, what is that we are supposed to do? From here we are supposed to draw the ray diagram. Okay, and coming to the height of image, okay, this is also equal to height of image by height of object. So your height of image is h0 by 4, that is equal to 3 by 4 mm. So this height of image also will tell that it is diminished, and positive will indicate that it is erect. Okay, now ray diagram I will draw. I will erase this stuff. So stick to the basics always. Ray diagram, laws of reflection must hold. Okay, so your focus is 20 and you got your image at 15, and that too a diminished image. So that means your this thing is here. Slightly let's keep focus here, center here, whatever it is. So your diagram, okay, it is here. So this is your object, this is your image. Now laws of reflection must hold at any cost. So Now observe carefully. Okay, so this part is your, okay, this principal axis is normal for a ray coming like this. Okay, now what I want you to understand is, okay, draw the rays in reverse manner. So if some ray comes like this, I mean, imagine this is your center of curvature, a ray, okay, some dotted line I will keep here, rays, they will reflect back like this. Okay, so this is going to be your normal. Okay, this is your reflected ray. These 2 points I will join like this. That means a ray is coming from the object, okay, hitting this point. This is your normal. Laws of reflection must hold. Okay, so this I, this will also be same I only. Okay, it will go like this. Next, another, oh, it is erect. No, I should not keep inverted diagram, sorry. Okay, late night recordings, maybe I am feeling sleepy. Erect and diminished image, I should not draw it like this. I did not even look, sorry. So you have your image here, you have your object here. Just simply draw a dotted line, draw a ray like this, then take one more dotted line from the image. Okay, these rays, they must be diverging. Okay, then only from diverging rays only you can explain the formation of virtual object. Okay, now your normal here will be, if this is your center, it will be here like this. Okay, then just simply for the formation of image, then from here rays will come like this. Okay, so these two angles will be equal, this angle and this angle will be equal, you have normal, everything. Okay, so like this you will explain the formation of erect image here. Okay, right, from the image draw the ray diagram, it will become easy only. Okay, so if you are struggling, pause the video, redraw the diagram once again. Okay, next, sorry, previously I did not see that it was erect, bluntly I have reversed it and drawn it. Okay, mistakes do happen. Next, because there are no students now because of the lockdown, I don't know how many errors will come. Next, your next important idea is, yeah, we will do for virtual object for this convex mirror also, we will do it once again. Okay, rays are coming like this, focal length f is 20 centimeter. If this mirror was not there, these rays will meet at a distance of 30 centimeter. Question is, find location and nature of image. Okay, you are supposed to find the location and nature of image. All right, now do this. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, so the answer is 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. Stick to the sign convention. This is your pole. From the distance in measuring the object distance you are going in the direction of incident ray. So that is why it is 1 by v plus 1 by u is how much means it is plus 30, that is equal to 1 by f is plus 20. Okay, plus 20 because it is in the direction of incident ray. Okay, so from here 1 by v is 1 by 20 minus 1 by 30. So 30 minus 20, it is 10 by 30 into 20, 600, that is equal to 1 by v equal to 60 plus 60. That indicates that it is virtual image, and magnification m is equal to, if I substitute minus v by u, minus of plus 60 by what is u? U is plus 30, that is equal to 3 ones, 3 twos, magnification is minus 2. Okay, m is minus 2. So that is inverted and magnified. Okay, this part we will come to it later, but ray diagram how will you draw is, okay, so to explain the formation of image, okay, what will happen is somewhere here if I take your center, this ray after striking this, okay, 60 is somewhere here. You have diverging rays, you will extend them, okay, like this, and explain the formation of image. Okay, so these two they will not meet, but they are reflecting. Okay, so in between you have this normal here, normal here. Okay, like this you are supposed to explain the formation of image. Okay, do the calculation and then try to explain things. Okay, so I have put it like this so that this will come like this somewhere here beyond. Okay, beyond this 30. That is why you may ask me, sir, can I keep these rays upwards? No. If you keep this reflection after reflection here, then those extended rays they will interfere somewhere here. But we got in the calculation V is 60. 60 means it is far beyond. So that is why I have reflected this way. Okay, right? Next. Now, next is an important standard table. Okay, and ray diagram in each case you are supposed to draw. Okay, I want you to copy it in a separate page, do the calculation and then draw proper ray diagram. Okay, that is, okay, put the table like this. You keep the heading as concave mirror in your book, and then position of object in the first column. Okay, and what is that you are supposed to fill is when the object is at infinity, okay, beyond C, yet C, then between C and F, yet F, between F and P. Okay, in the first column position of object, second column location of image, third column nature, whether it is real, virtual, erect, diminished, everything. Okay, so I will give you a concave mirror, okay, and I want you to fill the table of results what you get. Okay, so copy this thing down and fill the table later where image is formed, everything. Okay, now what mirror I want you to take is, okay, start doing it. I want you to take a concave mirror, focal length is 20 centimeter. Okay, first case infinity, so second case beyond C you take it as 60. Okay, I will give you the values what is there. First case infinity, beyond C you take object at 60 centimeter from pole, yet C means obviously 40 centimeter. Between C and F you take 30 centimeter, and then at F obviously F is 20, so 20 centimeter, and here take 10 centimeter. Okay, so come on, do the calculation, location, nature, everything for this concave mirror with ray diagram, each case separately. First do the calculation, draw the ray diagram, fill the table. Okay, come on, do it. I will do one by one. I am erasing the stuff. Fill this table. Okay, do the calculation with me. All right. So now first case, okay, in the table that you are going to fill, first case is when the object is at infinity. So that means your object is at infinity. Alright. So now from infinity rays are coming like this. Okay. So do the calculation first. 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. 1 by v plus, from pole if you are going towards infinity, it is minus infinity, that is equal to 1 by focal length. I have given it in the question as f equal to 20, so it is minus 20 because focus is here. Okay, hope you have followed the sign convention. Okay, so whatever is positive plus whatever is negative, okay, keep minus sign in the direction of incident ray positive, against incident ray negative. Okay, any number by infinity is 0. So this term will become 0. V you are getting it as minus 20. Okay, alright, just hold on. So now V is minus 20. Okay, now if V is minus 20, obviously it indicates what image? It is real image. Magnification M is minus V by U, minus of V is minus 20, U is minus infinity. Minus minus cancel off, overall it is negative, any number by infinity is 0. So almost it is negative and close to 0. So negative indicates that it is inverted, 0 indicates that it is highly diminished. So in the table you have to fill your image is at focus. Okay, V is minus 20 will indicate that image is formed at the focus. Okay, in fact your focus definition, I don't know if you have remembered previously, but what is your focus definition is, okay, when paraxial rays come, when paraxial rays travel from infinity, they converge at focus. They will converge at focus. Okay, so that means they will come from infinity and then they will meet at the focus like this. Okay, that meeting point of these rays is only called as your focus. Okay, right? So this is how you are supposed to do the calculations. Okay, all right. Now let's continue further. Do the remaining cases. Do the same. Do the calculations. Come on, you can do it. Do it fast. I will do it because I am running short of time. Already it's too late. Next, second case at 60 centimeter. Okay, I will do it rapid fast. At 60 centimeter, object is here. So this distance is 60. So 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f equal to 20. 1 by u is minus 60 plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f is minus 20. From here 1 by v is 1 by 60 minus 3 by 60, because this I am multiplying into 3 by 3, so that I can simplify it easily. So 1 by v is minus 2 by 60. From here v is minus 30. Minus 30 indicates that it is real. Magnification m is minus v by u, that is equal to minus of v is minus 30 by u is minus 60. Minus 31 32's magnification m is minus 1 by 2. Negative indicates that it is inverted. 1 by 2 indicates that it is diminished. So now ray diagram, how will you draw it? Observe carefully. So you have object at 60, image at 30, and it is diminished. So if it is a b, it is some a dash b dash. Okay, so laws of reflection must hold. So this will act as the normal, because from the center, okay, somewhere you will have your center at 40. So this will act as normal. So laws of reflection must hold. So a ray coming like this should meet at this point. Next, second one is a ray, okay, that is going like this somewhat, okay, with center as this dotted line. It should meet at this point. So draw ray diagrams like this. Okay, ray is coming, getting reflected at the normal and reaching the forming the image. Okay, next, this is your second case. So in the second case, what is the table that you are supposed to fill? Real, inverted and diminished. Alright, next case, third case. This is, okay, in the books you will have beyond C to C, image is formed between C and F, you fill it like that. Okay, next case is at C. So at C, what will happen is, so your object is here, this is C, this is F, this is P. 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V plus 1 by U is, F is given as 20, so obviously U is minus 40. Rays are coming like this. Your center, okay, R is equal to 2F. Okay, I have told you very clearly. So R is 2F. So radius of curvature. So from center to this point it will be 40. So that is why it is minus 40. That is equal to 1 by F is minus 20. So into 2 by 2. So 1 by V is 1 by 40 minus 2 by 40. 1 by V is minus 1 by 40. So V is equal to minus 40. Minus 40 indicates that it is real image. Okay, negative indicates that it is real. Magnification M is minus V by U. Minus of, what is V? Minus 40. What is U? Minus 40. Minus minus will go off. Magnification M is minus 1. So that means, what is it? Negative indicates that it is inverted. 1 indicates that it is of same size. Okay, so if I draw the ray diagram, so I have A and B like this, then my image is exactly opposite, ulta, because it is minus 1. So a ray coming here, obviously it strikes. So like this. Then next, take one more ray. This will be acting as your normal, reflect it back. Done. That will explain the formation of ray diagram, laws of reflection. Okay, because this is your center, about center, it will subtend equal angles on both sides. Okay, this will be the normal at this point, and then do the diagram. Okay, and then in the table what will you fill? At C, when you are placing, image is formed once again at C only, and it is inverted and same size. Okay, next, fourth case. Okay, at 30, okay, between C and F. Okay, so between C and F, I ask you to take u equal to 30. So now what will the answer be here is 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. 1 by v plus 1 by u is minus 30, that is equal to 1 by f is minus 20. Because from here rays will come like this, you are measuring against the pole, your f is 20, so this distance is 30. So that is why minus 30, because against incident ray. So that will give you 1 by v is equal to 1 by 30 minus 1 by 20. 1 by v is minus 10 by 600, v is equal to minus 60. So if you observe carefully, okay, an important property will be derived, that is light follows reversibility of path. When you are placing object at 60, you got the image at 30. When you are placing the object at 30, you are getting the image at 60. Okay, so from this I can clearly state light follows reversibility of path. Okay, so that part we will come to that again. Now first, okay, magnification also we will do it. M equal to minus v by u. So minus of v is minus 60 by u is minus 30, minus minus 31 is 32, magnification is minus 2. That means what is your image? Your image is, okay, inverted and magnified. Inverted and magnified. Magnified means it became big. Mod m is 2, okay, plus 2. So if I draw the ray diagram, okay, so somewhere here you have center, somewhere here you will have your focus, your object it is here. So you got an inverted and very big image. So obviously what is happening? A ray, it is coming, striking the normal, reflecting back. Okay, and then reverse, second ray, okay, pink color you can take. It is hitting the surface here, this will be your normal, it will reflect back like this. Okay, so two rays after they are striking the mirror and they are reflecting back. Okay, from the image try to draw the reverse, things will become easy. Okay, you will not get confused. Next, between C and F, what is the answer? You got real, inverted and magnified image. Okay, right? Next case is at focus. When you are placing the object at infinity, you got the focus. Okay, now when you place the object at focus, obviously you are supposed to get your answer at infinity, because just now in this case when I place the object at 60, I got image at 30. When I place the object at 30, I got the image at 60. Okay, so light follows reversibility of path, that is what I have told you. So according to that you will be able to anyhow do it, I will not waste time. So now next, at focus when you are placing, I don't need to do the calculation, but still 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to, this f is 20 centimeter. Okay, so 1 by v plus 1 by, okay, object is at focus. So here I have to keep minus 20, that is equal to 1 by minus 20. Okay, rays will come from here, you will obviously go against incident ray. 1 by v is 1 by 20 minus 1 by 20. 1 by v is 0, that means v is infinity. So rays after reflection, okay, so you got image at infinity. Okay, accordingly you can fill the table. Okay, right, this is at focus. Next, last case. Okay, I will finish it off fast. In all the previous cases we got real image. Beyond focus, in between this focus and pole, okay, last case you will get virtual image. This is between F and P. Okay, So between F and P, if you take, okay, so this is your focus, this is your pole, rays are coming like this, sorry, this is your center of curvature, this distance is 10. So 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F, 1 by V plus 1 by U is minus 10, that is equal to 1 by F is minus 20, because focus is still against the incident ray. So from here 1 by V is 1 by 10 minus 1 by 20, so 20 minus 10, so that will give you 1 by V is equal to 2 by 20 minus 1 by 20, so V is equal to 20. So plus indicates that it is virtual image. Okay, now magnification, if I take M is equal to minus V by U, minus of V is plus 20 by U is minus 10, minus minus 10 means 2 2's. So magnification is 2. So it is erect and magnified. So now observe carefully. Image diagram. This is your mirror and principal axis. This is your focus. This is your center. You have placed the object here. You got the image at which point means, oh God, you got the image at focus only, no issues. So a ray comes like this. Okay, in fact I should draw reverse. A ray comes, ray comes from the object, hits the mirror. This will be your center, reflects and meets at this point. Next is one more ray, draw it and then meet it. So ray strikes this point, reflects back. This will be your normal. Okay, that's all. Like this you can calculate virtual, erect, magnified, at which point it is formed, everything. Okay, right. Next, last part. Okay, now if you take the same calculation for convex mirror, okay, little more things are there. I will do it in the next lecture. In this lecture only sign convention. Okay, now what I want you to try is take a convex mirror. Previously we have taken concave mirror. Do the same, table everything. Okay, use the formula F equal to 20 centimeter. First case at infinity. Second case, obviously answer is at focus only. Okay, second case 60 centimeter. Third case, here focal length will be positive because rays coming like this, focus will be here, center here. Okay, U equal to 60, U equal to 40. This is at C. This is beyond C. Okay, then between C and F, that is U equal to 30. Then fifth case at F, sixth case beyond F. Okay, now for all these cases, okay, you will get only one single answer. Okay, you can draw the ray diagram, do whatever calculation that you want to. Okay, so you will get virtual, erect, diminished. Okay, so your location you will get the answer as between, okay, pole and focus. Location you will get, for all the questions you will get same answer. Okay, I mean position will be different but it will be between pole and focus. And nature of image is, okay, virtual, erect, diminished. Okay, virtual means positive V, erect means positive M, diminished means mod M less than 1. Okay, for all cases you will get same answer like this. Okay, so with this I am stopping here this lecture. Next I will continue into magnification part in the next lecture. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, now stick to the basics and draw ray diagrams properly here also. Okay, so in all these cases, okay, stick to the same. I will show you one ray diagram, how to draw it. Okay, do the reverse for everything. Okay, fill the table, do the calculation, you check it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, so in the books also you will be seeing ray diagrams. Okay, so in virtual image case, for this convex mirror, almost all diagrams they will be like this. This is your focus, this is your center, this is your normal. Okay, so you will have object okay, somewhere here you can assume one is object and other is image. Ray will come, strike the mirror, reflect back. Okay, this is your object, this is your image. Another ray, center, you be careful. Now you check the center. My diagram went bad, little bad, but and here also, I mean you will have same center. Okay, keep the normal. This line joining from center to this point will be the normal. Okay, so almost all the diagrams you draw it carefully like this. Okay, right? So that's all for today. Thank you.